Now yesterday the S&P 500 finished the day up 1.3%, with the Dow finishing up 1% and the Nasdaq finishing up 2.19%. Now this is something that is incredible, because all this we are seeing it happening amidst, of course, the debt ceiling talks that is currently taking place, which the conclusion or the deal is yet to be struck, which that will either make or break the stock market. Now with all this, of course, good gains we saw on Friday in all these major indices, some of the stocks also did really well this week. I mean, there is no way, if you're a stock market investor, you can forget the kind of gains we saw from Nvidia, which of course came after they reported good earnings, and that is of course the earnings which they managed to beat analyst expectations on both the revenues they generated and the earnings per share. And of course, one good thing that of course made even the shares of Nvidia to, of course, skyrocket, it was their Q2 guidance, which obviously was way above than the guidance that so many analysts expected, because I think analysts were expecting, or in the Q2 analysts were already expecting total revenues of 7 billion, which of course Nvidia said that they can get to $11 billion, which is something that obviously it is quite interesting and good, because they are seeing themselves doing way more than what analysts expect or projected. Now of course, one of the things, or some of the stocks that I personally own that did very well this week include of course Twilio, SoFi, but the stock that really did so well in my portfolio this week, which in fact when the week started it was on a red and it ended the week on a green, it was Twilio. Now Twilio, you will know that it is one of the companies that I think I've discussed, or I've done in fact a full video this week about it, saying that why I own this company and why is it that I like this company. So if you've not watched that video, by the way, you can please go and watch this video up here, because this is a video where of course I was telling you why I like this stock and why I decided to buy this stock. Because Twilio, ladies and gents, not only did they do well in the Q1 of 2023, but we also saw them of course announcing somewhere in February a share buyback of $1 billion. And with share buybacks, you will know that it is always good when you see a company you own buying share or some of their shares that are outstanding or that are publicly traded back, which is something that of course it reduced the number of outstanding shares out there. So the fact that Twilio in February also reported or announced a share buyback of 1 billion, which obviously they've already bought 250 million worth of shares, of their own shares back from the market, which is something that is incredible. And they said that in the first 6 months or after the announcement, they would have bought $500 million of their shares back, which obviously, looking at the fact that that announcement was made in February, in the 6 months is going to of course elapse around August, which is something that is good, because the reduction of the total outstanding shares in public means that obviously Twilio, profitability wise, it gets to improve, and the PE ratio gets to improve based of course on the number of outstanding shares which are being traded public. So this was something that was good, and Twilio, it was that company that did really well for me this week. Now before we forget, I also already know that this video is just an entertainment video and not a professional financial advice video. Now I would really appreciate if you can just hit the likes button if you are enjoying the content that I'm giving you about what transpired, or one of the stocks that really did well for me this week, and that is the stock of Twilio. Like, one thing that I've decided that I will do on this channel is that on a week-to-week basis I'll be giving you some of the stocks, or one of the stock that really did well on a certain week, so that at least I can sort of like try to open up to you guys as to how is my portfolio going, or some of the stocks that are recovering in my portfolio, so that at least you get to see, or of course, some of the stocks that I am own and how they are doing. So yes, if you are enjoying this kind of content, or if you would really like this kind of content, then consider hitting that subscribe button, and once you subscribe, don't forget to hit or click that notification bell so that at least you get notified by YouTube every time I drop a new content. So yes, Twilio, ladies and gents, finish the week up 17.5%. I mean, this stock started the week just over are around $51, and it ended the week at $60. This is the thing that resulted me seeing, of course, 11 or over 11% of good gains from this stock, because as you already know, those of you that have watched the video I did about Twilio, my average on Twilio is around $55, meaning that the fact that it's at 60%, I'm seeing, of course, my gains. I saw my gains going to 11%, which is something that, of course, it is interesting, because seeing a stock going from negative gains to 11% in 1 week, it is something that obviously it is a good thing to watch, and something that, of course, excites those that are owning stocks, or that see this happening in their portfolio, and especially with a double digit. I mean, the way when the week started, I was down, I think, yeah, by almost the double digit. But of course, by when this week ends, or yesterday when the market closed, I finished the day with plus 11%, which is also a double digits, which is something that obviously it is incredible. Now, like I said, Twilio, it is one of the stocks that obviously I own, and I did a video. I won't go back to why I like this stock or what made me to buy this stock, but of course you will know that this is a stock that in Wall Street right now currently has a moderate buy with a price target of $68, which I've already shared, which is what makes you, or can make you, or should make you to see that, of course, from $60 to $68, it will be quite good gains. Otherwise, with all that, guys, I just thought I'd just give you this quick update. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit the like button, comment, and subscribe. And once you subscribe, don't forget to hit or click that notification bell, so that at least you get notified by YouTube every time I drop a new content. Otherwise, Twilio remains that stock that obviously whenever I get an opportunity, or whenever it drops before the $55, I'm going to load the boat, because I believe in its fundamentals, its future prospects. Though in the Q2, or their Q2 guidance for 2023, it remained, or came out lower than what analysts expected. This is a company that is still expected to do very well, especially when the economy recover, or when the US economy recover, meaning that when inflation comes back to around 2%. These are some of the stocks that when we get there, we are going to see them also recovering in terms of revenues, or the revenues they generate, and profitability. Otherwise, that's all from me, and I wish you nothing but the best in your stock market investing journey, and God bless you all.